Hello and welcome to my next video. This is Key Stage 2 multiplication, specifically more years 3 and 4. And this is Mrs. Quinn, the virtual teaching assistant. I've already done separate Key Stage 1 videos, so please have a look for those if that's more relevant to your child. Alright, so let's start with multiplication. Okay, so again, different vocabulary, groups of, lots of, repeated addition, double, multiples or times. Okay, to multiply times something, you're copying it or repeating it a set number of times. Okay, so for instance 13 times 8. So I'm going to do 13 lots of 8. Okay, so I'm going to break it up here. So here's my 10 and here's my 3 to make my 13. Okay, and here's my 8. So I'm going to start with 10 lots of 8. So there's 1 lot, 2 lots, 3 lots, 4 lots, 5 lots, 6 lots, 7 lots, 9, 10, and then 3 lots of 8. Okay, so I know that 10 times 8 is 80, and 3 times 8 is 24. So I'm going to use column method now to add these up. So 0 add 4 is still 4, and 8 add 2 is 10. So that's a total of 104. Okay, next I'm going to do 18 times 63. Alright, so again, this is all pictorial, so this is how they might do it in school in Key Stage 2, by drawing pictures. So I'm going to make my 18 here, so it's a 10 and an 8, and then my 60 and my 3. Okay, now this setting it out this way makes it easier and clearer to count, and I will explain why. So again, I'm going to do 10 lots of 60. So each one here is a 10. Okay, there we go. And now 10 lots of 3. 8 lots of 60. And 8 lots of 3. Okay, now the totals, so all of these we can count them 10, 20, 30 as you go through them. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I know each one going down is 100. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My first one's 600. Now this one here, I know there's 8 lots of 60. So I know this is 480, so I counted it, again, counting tens. I know that this one here is going to be 30. Again, each row is 10. And this one down here, I know is going to be 24, 8 times 3. Again, if you're unsure of the times tables, this is why they're there, so you can count them. Okay, again, add it up column method. So start with the ones. 0, add 0, add 0, add 4. 8, add 3, add 2, so you've got 13. 6 add 4 is 10. Add the 1 is 11. So that's 1134. Alright, next, grid method. So this is when you're not drawing pictures so much anymore. This is when you're a bit more confident in it and you can do your times tables. Alright, so 55 times 64. So again, I've split it into the tens and the ones. Alright, so first things first, 50 times 60 looks quite complicated. Make it easy on yourself. Cross out your zeros. What's 5 times 6? Can you count in your fives? I can. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, now let's pop those zeros back on. 3,000. Okay, because I've got a 0 there, I've got a 0 there. I know they need to go back on the end of my answer. Alright, it is a cheat way of doing it, but it's easier for you to do your mental maths that way. Alright, now I need to do the 50 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. I have a 0 there, pop that back on the end, 200. Okay, what about 5 times 60? We know that 5 times 6 is 30. Add my 0 on the end, 300. and 5 times 4 without any zeros, straightforward, it's 20. All right. Again, let's set it up for column addition. All right. All the zeros and the ones, tens, we've only got a 2 in there, hundreds, 5 and thousands, so 3,520. Okay. Again, that's quite a big sum, but when you set it out like this, it makes it much simpler to handle. All right. Now, the next method is known as lattice multiplication, Italian grid method, or Chinese grid method. Generally, this is, I think, year 5 upwards would look at this. So we're going to have a look at 137 times 13. So step 1 is you need to create a grid, such as this. Now, because mine's a 3-digit number, that 137, I need at least 3 columns, and then it's by 2 digits, so I've got 2 columns here. Again, if my numbers were bigger, I'd add more columns. Then you need to put diagonal lines across this way like this. All right. Step 2, write your numbers in. Okay, and at the bottom right-hand corner, I'm going to multiply this number by this number up here, so where the columns meet. So 3 times 7, I know, is 21. So I'm putting my 2 there and my 1 there. I'm splitting up the 10s and the 1s. Okay, 1 times 7 is 7. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. Now what I need to do is start adding my numbers up diagonally from right to left, like this. Okay, so this is 1. 9 add 2 is 11. Add 7 is 18. I'm going to keep the 8. I'm going to pop the 1 over here, just as you would carry a 10. Okay, I've got 6, 7 in there now. I've got 1 there and 0 there. Now, you've got to read your answer from left to right like this. Obviously, if the 0 is at the front of your number, you take away that 0, you just discount it. Okay, so I know my answer is 1,781. Again, quite a difficult sum. It looks quite easy doing it that way. Column multiplication. All right, 47 times 24. This one is about remembering just which ones to do and when. Okay, we always start with the 7 times 4. So what's 4 times 7? 28. Next, you've got to do 7 times 20. Now remember, even though it says a 2, it's in the tens column, so this is a 20. 7 times 20. So what's 7 times 2? It's 14. But because we're doing 7 times 20, don't forget that 0. Okay? Next, we're doing the 40 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16, but obviously we're doing 40 times 4, so don't forget your 0 on the end. And then 40 times 20. So 4 times 2 is 8. Now we've got 40 by 20. Don't forget your 2 zeros there. Now let's add this up with column addition. Start with your ones. So 8, 2, add 4, add 6, that's 12. So we carry the 10. 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 1,128. Okay, thank you for watching. I know there's different methods there of multiplication and I've gone through it quite speedily. But again, as with all my videos, please pause it, rewind to the bits that you're working on and that are relevant obviously for you or that you need help with. If you've got any comments at all, good or bad, please leave them for me. And if it's helped you, please do like and share. Take care. Thanks for watching.